So it has been quite some time since I have done, oh my god. Why? Can't make a video right.
Please don't bite.
Hey guys, Donutmuncher here, and in today's video, thanks to I Love Cats 1523's comment, today I will be showing you guys my customs part 2. It has been quite some time since I have made a customs video, so this is going to be a customs update since I've made probably about 12 more customs, probably plus that, since my last video. So thank you so much for your suggestion. So yeah, I will try and go from oldest to newest, but I'm not really quite sure since I have so many customs. I don't know which is which. We'll just go from the worst to the best. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So first custom right here, we have Judy Hops. I'm pretty sure she was my officially first custom I've ever made. Besides my orange fox that I actually redid to make my brother's custom of his OC. Yeah, she's not that good. You can obviously see the imperfections and the very squiggly lines right here. But other than that, she's not awful, but she has very uneven paint and there are some colors that just don't go. So next right here we have Peppermint. Now Peppermint, I've always thought about redoing her. She has a very good idea, I think, of the custom, but she just didn't turn out very good, and as you can see there's lots of chunky uneven paint and on the bottom is all scratched up. She doesn't have a good seal on it. She used to have just one wing. I edited her eyelashes like a few months ago, but she's still not my favorite, so I think I might redo her, but yeah. Here is where your eyes are going to bleed. So this LPS's name is Faded, which is actually a good name for this awful custom. So actually, this was based on one of my OCs. This is what my OC used to look like before I turned her into Venus, which you'll see later in the video. So her eyes are very uneven, and I use air dry clay, but as you can see it crackled, so apparently I thought way back when that I could just use hot glue and smush it, but that ended up just making it even more worse. Her clay is coming off like everywhere. More white needs to be. So yeah, there's this awful custom. Right here we have Fern. Fern used to look really cute before something happened to her. For some reason the paint keeps on just like melting into nothingness or something. I'm not sure what happened to her. But I'm really upset that she turned out like this because she used to be really cute and really adorable. It was actually in my last customs video that she looked normal, but for some reason she just looks like this now. Here's one of my favorite customs. So this is a Cocker Spaniel. Her name is Amber. She's actually an alicorn. The only thing I would change about this custom is make the purple more pigmented and make the wings even, because they're uneven on both of the sides of the, and that kind of makes me a little bit sad. But I do like how her horn is shiny and how her eyes are super shiny and they reflect off of my fairy lights that I actually have up. But yeah, other than that, she's super cute and really adorable. Right here we have a baby version of LPS Savvy Reed. Okay. Hair is stuck to her for some reason. I'm not really sure why. The paint is super sticky and she's not my favorite, so I think I'm going to redo this LPS. But yeah, she's not that great. Right here we have LPS 577, or a baby version of him. He's okay. His paint is kind of uneven. He has a chip on his ear. But I don't know. He's okay. He's not that great. But I do think that this was a good base for a Great Dane, even though it is a Chihuahua. Great Danes do have giant ears. Next we have LPS 1262. The eyes are uneven, the paint is uneven, this is a monstrosity. The only thing that I could say that is good about this custom is that the colors are pretty close to the original LPS, which I think I got pretty well. So yeah. Next we have one of my favorite customs. This is Vixen. I love Vixen so much. For some reason, people mistake her as a deer. She is not a deer at all. These are tufts on her ears, and these are feathers. And I love how her eyes are shiny. And I do think that she could use a little bit of work, but other than that, she's not that bad, and I really like her colors and everything, so she is super cute. Right here we have Wires. Wires, she's not that great. Her eyes are awful. They're very uneven and they're very chunky and gross. Inside of her ears aren't good either, and overall she's just not one of my favorite customs. I do like the idea of her, but on a different base it might look just a little bit better. Next right here we have Sunset. Now Sunset has bits of hollow on her, as you can see. This is my first gradient custom I've ever done, and I think that she turned out super cute and really adorable. Her paint isn't super even, but she is super cute overall. Next we have a baby version of Eliza. Now I think that this actually turned out super cute and not that bad of close to color as my normal LPS crouching kitty, because I think of them as kind of like munchkin cats, or I call them munchkin cats, but they are called something else, I just forgot. Anyway, her eyes could use a little bit of work, but other than that, she's super cute. Next here we have a baby version of Violet. Her ear is chipped, her paint isn't fantastic, and she's more of a bluish than a purplish. I could not get the color close to Violet for some reason. I don't know why. But she's not my favorite. I feel like she could be redone and changed way better. She doesn't even have seal on her, which I should probably just redo her and put seal on her. Next, we have one of the best customs I've ever made. You may be laughing right now, but it's true because the paint on this one is so smooth, it's crazy. Like, I can't even believe that I painted this. It is on a collie base, however, and the original LPS is actually a cat, so that is a little interesting. But I do think that this LPS is probably my best custom ever. Her eyes are super shiny, they're kind of even, but not super even, but yeah. Next we have a cat version of LPS Savvy Reed. So yeah, sticky kind of. She's not that great. I mean, the colors are pretty close and her eyes aren't that bad and they are pretty shiny, so I'm happy with that, but overall she's not my favorite custom. So yeah. Right here we have Aspen, and you may notice on her eyes, sometimes I use nail polish for the eyes, but let me tell you, please, please, please do not use nail polish when you're working with white paint because you'll end up with cracks and there's no way to fix them. I tried painting over it with white, but it just didn't work. So I was super upset when that happened because I love the way that Aspen turned out. She was super simple, but yet super adorable. So yes, please do not use nail polish. Right here we have Halo. Yeah. So as you can see, she was also hit with the plague on her eyes. But I do actually like the way that she turned out. I really wanted to make a white and gold custom for some reason. She didn't turn out that bad. There are a few things that I would change about her. There are a few places where you can see she probably needed another third coat, but I was impatient and I just did 2 coats. Next we have Ariel. She was also hit with the plague. So I advise please do not use nail polish on white paint. Now the only thing I would change is putting a little bit more glitter on her and maybe even doing a third coat of white. Next we have this LPS, and this LPS is amazing. I love this custom so much. It was inspired by Hello Studios. I just love the glitter. The glitter is perfectly put on. This LPS doesn't have a name, so you guys could comment names down below. It's creature eyes that I did, and I overall just love the way that it turned out, and it's just super cute and really adorable. Next we have Nova. Her eyes yellowed a little bit when I used the nail polish, so that's another thing, that you shouldn't use nail polish. A lot of people tell you that you should, but it yellows the whites in the eyes, and that made me really sad because I love this custom so much. This used to be Comet, but Comet was really bad in shape and I really wanted to redo it, so I turned it into Nova. Next we have my OC Venus, and I love Venus so much. I love the way that she turned out, and I love her little star piercing right here. I love her piercings, and I love her crystal, and I love her galaxy everywhere. The only thing I would change was make her wings more even, but other than that, she's my favorite. So I actually added the crystal on there because I have one exactly like it. So this custom actually represents me, and I wanted to include my crystal because it is my OC, and I just loved that it kind of went with the galaxy. So yeah, Venus is probably also one of my favorite customs that I have done. Next we have one of my most recent customs, which is Rachel Amber from Life is Strange. I love the way that Rachel turned out so much. I love like the design that I decided to do. So right here I will put a picture of Rachel next to this LPS. I added Rachel's feather right here and her mom's bracelet. And I added her dragon tattoo, which let me tell you, that dragon tattoo was so hard I had to use a pencil to give it detail. And I even added her plaid shirt, since Rachel loves to wear plaid shirts apparently. So yeah, I love the way that she turned out. Her eyes are pretty even actually, and I added the butterfly because her best friend is Chloe, and Chloe represents a blue butterfly. So I love the way that Rachel turned out. She was my first character that I've ever made besides Judy. But I love the way that she turned out so much. So yeah, she's probably my favorite custom. Next we have my most recent custom, which is Donutmuncher. I'm pretty happy with the way that she turned out, but I feel like I could have done just a little bit better on her. I love the frosting in her ears with the little sprinkles and her spot and her little donut on her thigh. And I love the donut necklace that I have done. I even might use that for some of my other LPS. So yeah, I love the way that she turned out, and I think she's super cute, and her eyes are pretty even, I think. And her paint is actually very smooth and very cute and petite, and I love her. So those are all my customs. Comment your favorite custom that I've made down below. I think that my favorite custom was probably Rachel Amber and Venus. So make sure to comment your guys's down below. Thank you so much for watching. Stay sugary and goodbye.